today at the Joy of Jazz Festival, which is really one of South Africa's premier gatherings of culture and of music. And Radio 2000 being a part of it just goes to show the role that the SABC platforms play in ensuring that South Africans get closer to their cultural heritage and that they are part of the music scene. And as part of the public mandate, it's critical for Radio 2000 to participate to ensure that South Africans have proximity, they have intimacy with cultural events that are taking place in South Africa. And it's exciting to see the brand being so integral to such a gathering and ensuring that whatever is happening at the Sandton Convention Centre this weekend, that millions of South Africans are able to access it, they're able to hear it, they're able to be entertained, to be informed, and be part of such an important cultural gathering. I believe that Radio 2000's positioning is really apt. You know, I grew up listening to Metro FM, and at some point I needed a new home. And that's what Radio 2000 did. So we naturally migrated from Metro FM to Radio 2000 and find a home as a youth endala. And it's important for Radio 2000 to own that space and to really position themselves and to be integral to people like myself who really require a matured view on life, but at the same time a contemporary view of music, of culture, and everything else that is happening around South Africa. So I believe that Radio 2000 is at the precipice of growth. It has only started to do what it needs to do and ensuring that it is relevant to the audiences that it serves.
What's one song that instantly takes you back to your youth when it plays on Radio 2000?
My goodness, you know, it's Mdu. And I hate to say it, it's Mamaga Nomsa. It's Mazola. Yeah.
If you could host a one show on Radio 2000, what would it be about?
It would be about growing up in the melting pot that is Soweto. I would take them through, you know, the early 2000s, the late 90s, take them through the cultural change, the growth of Kwaito, which took place at that time that really changed the face of South Africa. The icon that was Brenda Fassie. I will never forget when she came out with Indabayami Straight, you know, and it really changed the way we see ourselves, the way we are represented. And all of a sudden we were free, we were bold, and we were making an impact. And what we started seeing was just the growth of South African music, where we were all proud to be ourselves. I grew up in an era where the biggest artist was Michael Jackson. And all of a sudden, the biggest artist was right at my, you know, at the front of my house, and I was celebrating that. So if I had to host 3 hours on Radio 2000, I would take you through that time frame, and it would be such an exciting afternoon.
Coffee or tea during those long board meetings, and what are your favorite snacks?
I'm a coffee drinker, but my doctor is not supposed to know that because he's warned me that coffee is not good for me. Unfortunately, we don't have snacks, but one of my colleagues, she's amazing. She's always coming up with something very unhealthy. So there's a lot of biltong, there's a lot of fruit. And then now and again, when she's in a good mood, she goes and gets us some salad. So we try and be healthy people, but at the same time, you know, when those EXCO meetings run until 10 o'clock at night, because by the way they do, then we are saved by Nando.